Hey everyone, welcome to Good Witch Intuitive Tarot. This is your reading for Thursday, the 11th of May. This reading could resonate right now or could resonate later on down the line. My readings are predictive, so if you don't know what they're about, it's all the more reason to pay close attention because they're probably predictions and things you really don't know are coming. So that might be why you don't recognize it. Movement, choices, decisions. Wow. Okay. So let's keep going and see what else comes out. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good. What else do we need to know? Movement, choices, decisions. What else? Okay. That's too many. I'm only going to take the one that flipped face up. And that is spiritual strength and wisdom at the bottom. Wow. This is so nice. So, well, these are so hard for me to read. Yesterday, I sounded like I was reading in kindergarten. I don't know what it is about the writing and my eyes. I didn't have glasses on yesterday. I do have them on today. But it says movement, choices, and decisions, and spiritual strength, beautiful, and wisdom. All right, now see how this is a number 5 card? This has been the theme coming out today with the theme of change is coming. Change is coming. We're at a 9 here and we're at a 5 here. We're coming to an end of the cycle, and there's wisdom that's been gained through hardships. So anything that's been difficult has only made you stronger. Look how spiritually strong this person is. Their strength comes from their spiritual strength. So this is really, and the wisdom, right? Really nice. So movement, choices, and decisions are now being made based off what you've learned and how strong you've become from the inside out. Really interesting, beautiful energy. Yeah, and at the bottom of the deck, you have foundations and achievements as well. This one was at the bottom. But it really makes me feel like you're going to see how it's a number 4 card. It's like the 4 of Wands, but it really has to do with the gift of the strength and wisdom that you've gained through your movement and choices and decisions are now being made only based off your wisdom and strength. It's going to make for a stronger foundation and stronger achievements in your life. Your foundation is going to, you're going to see the rewards in your foundation from all the growth that you've been doing. Okay, so let's get right on into it and see what comes out. We're using, I'm so sorry, this was Psychic Tarot, and this is Chakra Wisdom Tarot, which we're going to be using for the main part of the reading, and we're going to be clarifying with Tarot Muka. Let's do it. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good. What do we need to know about this reading? What are the most important messages we have for the people who need them the most? This reading could resonate now or later on down the line. Remember, my readings are predictive, so if you don't know what this is, it's even more reason to pay close attention. Multiple messages could come out right till the very last second. Multiple storylines as well, right to the very last second of this reading. I can't stress that enough. It's a lot of stuff comes out at the end sometimes. It's just Spirit's way of getting the messages to us before we click off. All right, this is for this coming Thursday. What do we need to know? What are the messages? Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good. What do we need to know for the collective? What are the messages? Okay, one more shuffle. All right, let's do it. All right, what do you guys need to know the most? Movement and choices, spiritual strength and wisdom. Beautiful. Okay, we have 9 of Swords reverse, excellent, and Princess of Coins. And the Princess of Coins is reversed too. And also you have so many that popped out. I'm going to put the face down ones back. I really want to take this full card out that flipped over in the middle. You also have that flipped out face up is the 3 of Swords and the Death card. They're both reversed. All right, what else do we need to know here? What else do we need to know? Okay, we've got the World, which came out really on its side. That's the way when it flipped over, it was in my hand. You also got these other cards of the 7 of Wands, which I love in this deck. Look at her. She looks like she's marching with an army of fighters that have got, like, her army is with her. And she's got her wand of, like, it's like, it looks like Miss America, really. Like, she just won the Miss America contest. And we've also got the High Priestess in reverse here. They came out at the very end, right after this world flipped. So I'm just going to kind of let them sit over here and we're going to check them out. Ten of Pentacles, there's that foundation I was speaking to you about. I felt like looking at the bottom of the deck and I saw the foundation here. Foundation and achievements. And this is what you've become so much stronger at through this growth. And there it is, just to prove it. And look at that. Five of Swords, goodbye. No more Five of Swords. I am strong in my foundation. I'm not dealing with bullies or gaslighters, or I'm not dealing with drama. Two of Swords, it's like a firm decision I'm making, because these decisions come from, this stuff wouldn't flush anymore. Like we might have put up with this again, in the past, but not anymore, because we've become so much wiser and stronger and spiritually grown. The choices and decisions you make now are based off your new internal self as this winner, right? Knowing, and this is like, High Priestess reverse, right? Like, I feel as though you could be being asked to use your intuition. Like, your success comes through your intuition towards making these decisions. See how she's blindfolded, but she has to make a decision. Which way do I go? What do I do? And it won't be this way. We won't be going that way, Five of Swords. I'm going to be working wherever my foundation is firm and not letting things get to me anymore, not letting people stress me out. This really feels like someone who's come a long way, as in growth in self. You might have put up with a lot of BS in the past. The Three of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Nine of Swords, a lot of stress. You might have felt like you couldn't move out of it with the Death card reverse. You still might feel like this a little bit, because that Death card's still sitting here in the middle of your reading. But what I really see is, again, that you're getting to a point where you're overcoming this, where you're feeling spiritually stronger, your foundation's growing, you're focused on the new, the Fool, and going in directions that feed your foundation. Like, I'm not going to deal with this or this, these swords everywhere. I'm coming out of the swords, and I'm only focused on my spiritual growth, my foundational growth, my wisdom that I've gained through all this, and I'm focused forward. Fool and the World. The only challenge I see here is that the World hasn't quite come in yet, and it's because you're still evaluating with the Two of Swords here on. I think it's really just learning how to use the new, like, it's like, I use this term a lot, I know, but Bambi, Bambi, and those of you that don't know the story of Bambi, is a baby deer who had to stand up and walk for the first time on her own. This is like that. It's like, after all this spiritual growth and all the wisdom I've gained and all the stuff I had to go through. I mean, these are fives. They're not an easy place to be. But through it all, I've gained so much that I feel really grateful for that. So now I'm going to focus on allowing that cycle to close. Thank you for the lessons. And now on to the new opportunities. So we're going to let World and Ten of Pentacles come in and Nine of Swords leave us, so that now we can feel that foundational wellness, so to speak, in this in something where you might have at one time felt like, I can't move into the new. This is like the Death card and the Princess of Coins says, I really need to transform this and go into new, but I haven't been able to yet. But it's going to take the leap of faith, and it's also going to take this closing out of the old cycle. These are here saying, let's close this old cycle and let's let this new opportunity in. And that's when you're going to see, the movement, the transformation happen, and the new opportunities come in, which I feel are right here. You might not really fully understand that you've overcome this. So Spirit is saying, pay attention to your intuition, because your intuition's trying to tell you something. And that is, you've already succeeded, whether you realize it or not. So there's so many times when I feel like people are stuck in this, like, I can't budge, I can't move, I can't, and they don't let their cycle end, and they don't take the leap of faith into the new cycle. But it's all because of, like, PTSD from the last cycle, so to speak. I'm using this term lightly. But you know what I mean? I'm still stuck in that last cycle because I really don't even know how to end it. I was stuck in those fives for so long. Five of Swords, five of it's five, it's the wisdom card. So I feel like it's all the fives together have given you this wisdom, but fives mean change, and change is here bringing more stability to your foundation. And we already knew that that was happening because we saw it there, and I saw it at the bottom of your deck, which felt to me like it really belonged here. So your new leap of faith is into your new cycle after achieving some kind of stability in your foundation, achieved through wisdom and spiritual strength, through lessons from the past. And but the point here that I'm getting at is you've already achieved all this. You just are trying to figure out on the Bambi legs, where do we go from here? Like, you're ready for a brand new cycle. You've already achieved this purging of this old cycle. You just haven't fully realized it yet. So movement, choices, and decisions are going to come based off all that. So remember, movement, choices, and decisions means allowing the old cycle to end, which is right there, and letting the new come in, which is right here. And it's just that simple. Okay, I'm ready now to take baby steps into a new cycle, maybe take a huge leap of faith into a new cycle. Whatever it is, this reading says listen to your intuition because you've already won. You just haven't taken the steps yet needed because you got used to staying put in the old cycle. And now you're ready. This is like you're ready. Okay, let's get you some clarity on this. Spirit and angels, anyone for the highest good. What do we need to know here about this reading for anyone who's guided? This reading is for this coming Thursday, which is the 11th of May. What do we need to know? What are the messages? What do we need to know? This is for the collective. It's for anyone who's guided to see it, whenever they're guided. All right, let's check it out. Let's take a look at the Nine of Swords. This is all that stress you're releasing. Hasn't been easy. The releasing part's been hard for you. Tell me about the Nine of Swords reversed. What do we need to know? Nine of Swords in the reverse. This coming Thursday. Lovers reversed. This could have been some kind of a partnership that you have now decided to release. Five of Wands. Why? Because I'm sick of the fives. Five of Swords, the fives of wisdom, and the Five of Wands reversed. They're all these are reversed, and these say they taught you valuable lessons that you won't ever forget. So this really, and this is a decision card, the Lovers. So if this is not about love, it's just about some kind of a decision, and we already knew you were making a decision. So this decision has a lot to do with releasing the old cycle and taking the leap of faith and taking the like you have all the tools you need. These feel like the Magician to me, the Fool and the Seven of Wands here, and the High Priestess saying, please listen to your intuition. You have all the tools you need to end this old cycle. Death in reverse and World as a challenge say to me, you're unaware of this for whatever reason. So Spirit says, please listen to your intuition. This drama's done. That BS is done. This Three of Swords done. The stress is done. It's done. It's done. You just got used to living in it. Okay, so we got to let it go now. Somehow we got to purge the old energy that's still... It's like you have energy that's hanging on from it because you haven't quite learned how to deal with your new... you haven't learned how to be... what's the word I'm thinking of? It's on the tip of my tongue. You haven't yet learned... Well, you haven't quite... what's the word? I'm like at a loss for words, but you haven't learned what to do with this new superpower. You know, you've got this new superpower. You're a winner. And you're like, what? Wait a minute. But I had this happen and this happened and that happened and I felt like this. And Spirit's like, yeah, but now you're a winner and that's done. And you're out of that. And now we got to learn how to cut the karmic cord that attaches you to feeling. It's just a feeling like you're still in it. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Let's keep going here and look at the Three of Swords reversed. Three of Swords reversed. Just one or two, please. Three of Swords in the reverse. One or two. That's way too many. I'm not even going to turn them over. Three of Swords in the reverse, please. One or two. Yeah, here you go. The good news, this is the Page of Wands. This is hearing something great, receiving good information, finding out something really great. You are the winner. You've already won this battle. Seven of Wands again. So the news is you've overcome something. Queen of Cups at the bottom. This is anyone who feels like they are sitting in their throne in an upright position here. Look at her. She even holds a victory wreath in her hand, right? You've already won this. And then this is the news. The news is the thing that you haven't really like been understanding completely is that you've already won this cycle, and it's decision time. Decision to stay like this, feeling like at any moment, this is somebody who feels like at any moment the bottom's going to drop because I'm on top of the world right now. That means the bottom's going to drop. But the truth is, it's your decision not to keep feeling like that. That is releasing that fear. This is facing a fear, learning. You've learned and you've grown. So Spirit says this is never going to happen again because you've grown spiritually and you've learned so much from all this that happened. Your movements, choices, and decisions are being decided differently now from a higher vibration. So you don't have to worry about it. Your foundation is safe. So I hope this makes sense to somebody because it feels like a message, very, very particular message for particular people that it's going to resonate with. Tell me about Princess of Coins reversed and Death reversed. This is the ability to transform and take on this new energy, but staying frozen under the swords that are about to fall, right? But this is something you're in the midst of releasing, or they're saying it's time to release, right? So let's look at the Princess of Coins reversed and the Death reversed. What do we need to know the most about this energy? Whoa, almost dropped them. What else do we need to know about this energy? Princess of Pentacles reversed and Death reversed. What are the most important things we need to know about this energy, please? There we go. Yeah, so we've got the Wounded Warrior right there. Nine of Wands. I am guarding so tightly. I'm so nervous and so guarded that I actually am blocking what's trying to come in. Okay, this is absolutely like from, I keep wanting to use the word PTSD, but I use it very lightly. It's from, feeling a certain way about a certain something that's not really happening anymore. Okay, so in other words, you've got good news and you are absolutely a winner, right? You've also overcome so many things through your spiritual strength, your wisdom, and now you make choices that are completely based on your foundation. But getting you to understand that is the hard part. Like all of this is true, but it doesn't make the wounded warrior feel like just letting down their guard and being like, "Oh, okay then." No, because you know that you can have Five of Swords, and you know that you can have Three of Swords, and you know you could be right back in that Nine of Swords. In fact, you kind of are teetering in it because you still worry a lot, and that's understandable. You are well aware of this because you're intelligent and filled with wisdom. So in a way, your intelligence and wisdom makes you very cautious of your movements, choices, and decisions, but to the extremes. So basically, this is saying, yes, you're the Wounded Warrior, but you're the Wounded Warrior who won. You just don't know it yet. Okay, so I hope this makes sense to somebody. Those of you who it's for should probably know. You'll probably go, and yep, I know exactly what this is. Tell me about the Fool and the World as a challenge. Tell me about the Fool and the World as a challenge. Yeah. Let the new beginnings in. It's your choice, right? So we've got the Page of Pentacles saying the same thing we started here with the Page of Coins in reverse, the Princess of Coins reverse, same card with the Death card, right? The Wounded Warrior has only been blocking these things, Knight of Coins reverse, Wounded Warrior, Nine of Wands, because they've been leery of making a decision to actually go for new opportunities, and that keeps you in a like between worlds kind of place. So The world is a special place, and you're between it. You're right here between it. And Spirit says, just make up your mind, full, take the leap into the new opportunities, and you'll start seeing that you're actually the winner of all of this. It's hard for you to see yourself that way after all you've been through. And I want to show you something that I think is so funny as I say that. This card at the bottom, the Knight of Cups, for me is the person who wins in this deck. Look at them, they've got their trophy and they're like, yeah, I win. And that's the only way I ever see this card, as the person who receives the victory cup. Like, that's like the Stanley Cup, as they call it. This is like your award. Yeah, I win. And I saw it just as I was saying, you are the winner. You just don't see it yet because you are still the wounded warrior. You've still been through a lot of stress. You've dealt with Five of Swords, not once but twice, and Three of Swords, and some other things here that you've had to fight for and protect yourself. But this is someone who doesn't lose, and that's you. Seven of Wands, Nine of Wands, beaten and battered and bruised, but I come out of it looking like that. So you feel like that, but you actually look like that, even though you don't know it yet. I hope this makes sense to someone. Let's get one last card here. Give me one last card on the High Priestess reverse with the Seven of Wands daily reading. The Fool again came out in the reverse, right? And why? Because you're holding back. Four of Pentacles. When you're ready to release and allow and take that leap of faith, which, Spirit says it's up to you. It's up to you. The new opportunities and putting the old cycle behind and letting the new opportunities in, totally up to you. When you stop holding back, that's when you're going to realize that you are the Seven of Wands. You are the winner. And that is like the last step. And it's that last piece of wisdom that you needed to your puzzle. Okay, movements, choices, and decisions are up to you. You can either stay with the swords hanging over your head at any minute, I'm afraid, or you can make a decision. Lover's reversed is a decision card when it's not a love reading. Now, this could be love, it might not be. I don't feel like there's any love coming in at this moment. This feels to me like decision you're making from whatever happened in the past to doing your new you that has grown in leaps and bounds from every single thing that you've gone through, that now makes you so much wiser and spiritually stronger, and your foundation is solid whether you realize it or not, or it will be. So Spirit says don't be afraid to make these decisions for yourself, because they're only going to feed the victories you've already had that you don't even realize you've had. I hope this makes sense to someone. It's just flowing through very naturally. So I'm hoping that the person or people that need it will comment down below and let me know. Got my message? I know what this is. I would graciously love to hear that from you, and be very grateful to hear from you guys, because I feel like this is an important message for some people. Really important. Angels, what do we need to know here? Yeah. Abundance is already yours. Delight is already yours as soon as you decide to just go with it. And the tenderness comes from self now. You don't have to worry. There's tenderness in your life, whether it's yourself or it's other people. This is not happening anymore. It's not. These things that you feel like at any moment, they're all going to come down and get me. They're not. They're not. And this keeps you from making decisions that are important in your life. And these decisions look like new opportunities. They're everywhere. Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Princess of Pentacles, Pentacles everywhere. Leap of faith, the Fool. Leap of faith, the Fool. But you hold back in fear of actually making a decision to accept these new opportunities, because it does mean new cycle, and it does feel foreign to you to be in this high of a vibration after what happened before. Like it feels a little foreign to you. You feel like this bottom's going to drop out on these foundations, but they're both in the upright, the very beginning of your reading and the very end. Very nice. And look at what's right behind it. I want you to see the Zero card in New Beginnings. It's like the Fool again for the third time in your reading. All of these things coming through saying, have no fear, your foundation is safe. Have no fear to go into these new beginnings and opportunities. They are for you, and you are the winner here, whether you realize it or not. Even though it's been hard, I mean, you've grown in so many leaps and bounds that every decision you make from now on will be made correctly. And they're like, don't be afraid to make movements and choices and decisions, because you don't want to hold yourself back, right? You don't want to hold yourself back from these leaps of faith. You've done all this work. Use it. Use it to your advantage. Anyway, good luck, guys. I hope it helps somebody. Abundance and delight. This is where you're going. I mean, it's fine. Tenderness. You don't have to worry so much. These swords are not going to come get you. You know what to do. Anyway, good luck, guys. I hope it helps. Please don't forget to like this video and keep this section of the channel going. As always, you guys are in control of what I'm keeping on this channel and letting go of. All right. Thank you guys so much. Have a great week this week. If you haven't seen your weekly videos, please do check them out. I'm going to be working on your new ones in just a day or two. All right. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.